Good morning, students. A very, very warm welcome to another session of article writing. We are doing the live learning classes of ICAI. The topic is article writing and the subject, the paper is paper 2, section B, business correspondence and reporting, which is also known as BCR. So please quickly join in the class. It's going to be a very fruitful session. My agenda today is to do a lot of practice questions because that is what I'm seeing you all are not doing. And probably that's the reason why you are facing a lot of problems when it comes to writing. So I can see many of you have joined. Suprava, good morning. Pavitra, Janvi, Parth, Mohammed Shoaib, Mohit Anand. Om is always there to say good morning, and Pal is there, Komal Preet is there. Good. So I kind of know all of you now. Sneha, Akshata, Bidipta, Sahana, Dhruv. Great to have you all in class again. Today is the second and the final session for article writing. So whatever we did last class, we've done what is the purpose of an article, what exactly is the simple format of an article with an introduction, with a body, with a conclusion. We also discussed a couple of topics which can be used for writing article. They are those trending topics which we always see around us. So with that base, with that first class as a base, I'm going to take you to another level today where we're going to discuss more examples. I think if I'm not wrong, I did show you 3 examples from newspaper articles, remember? So I'm going to show you some more articles today. And the most important thing is you all should be very good with your typing skills because I want you to do a lot of practice today. Fine. So in that lot of practice, I'll be giving you quick topics. Since we do not have a bigger space or, we don't have a classroom where you can write and then erase, with whatever limited resources it will be possible, I will ask you to attempt the article writing question. And please remember, you have to do it in the shortest possible way right now. Of course, in the exams, you will have to do it in the way the study material says or the question is expected to be answered. Okay. Okay. Good morning, Prem. Good to have you in the live. Akriti is here. Pridarshini, Yamini. Good morning, Sulakshana and Shriya. So it's been so kind of you to be taking all the efforts to join the BCR classes. The classes are meant for any kind of an interactive doubt clearing or interactive session, which we think you as a student writing the BCR paper will be needing. So it's the same for law paper and for BCR paper. You've had so many classes by now. I'm sure you're having your grammar classes and the other writing text classes. Everything is happening. So please remember, whenever we are doing a class, your first agenda should be listen to the instructions of the teacher, because we are telling you exactly how things should be replicated in the exam. Since this is a paper which is very format based, right? You all must have understood by now. Note making का एक format होता है, प्रेसी राइटिंग का एक फॉर्मेट होता है, आर्टिकल राइटिंग का एक फॉर्मेट है. थोड़ा भी आप लोग अगर फॉर्मेट से हट गए तो प्रॉब्लम क्या होगी? यू विल लूज मार्क्स एंड देन यू विल फील बैड अबाउट इट. पहले आराम से आप लोग समझिए फॉर्मेट क्या है, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कीजिए. डू द प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस एज गिवन इन क्लास. आफ्टर द क्लास एंड्स, जब आपको लगे कि नाउ यू आर इन अ गुड मूड ऑफ प्रैक्टिसिंग, देन टेक अप द स्टडी मटेरियल. उसमें बहुत सारे प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस हैं, उसमें बहुत सारे सॉल्व्ड एग्जांपल्स हैं. उनमें से कुछ भी पिक करके प्लीज स्टार्ट अटेम्प्टिंग. ओके. A small request is, whenever you are doing a paper like BCR, keep your creative angle and your imaginative angle on a very higher side, because there are so many ideas you have to work with. There are so many things you have to constantly keep thinking. So stay in the best of your mood and don't do any such question under pressure and in a situation where you think you are not not in the right state of mind, because आपका आंसर आपके थॉट प्रोसेस को रिफ्लेक्ट करता है. Because of that, your bad mood reflects on the answer and you write something which is not acceptable and you lose marks. Okay. At the end of the day, it's not just about marks. I know that, but I'm sure everybody is trying hard to get a good score in the BCR paper. So let's get started. Manisha Vansh, good morning. Pooja, Jia, Shreya. Okay, so I have lot of people. Komalpreet, not necessary. You can simply have the title of the article and then you can start the article. Okay. Yes, Vansh, study material is more than sufficient. Also, there are mock test papers which you can attempt. Also, there are revision test papers which you can attempt, but please do them once you are thorough with the study material. बीच में attempt करने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. This is just like, your board's 10 years papers. Once your course is done, then you can attempt these sample papers. नोट्स की जरूरत नहीं है खुशी. ओनली जहां पे थियोरेटिकल क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, व्हाट आर द मीन्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, व्हाट इज हॉरिजॉन्टल कम्युनिकेशन, व्हाट इज प्रेसी राइटिंग, हाउ इज प्रेसी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम अ रिपोर्ट, वेयर यू एक्चुअली हैव टू राइट, that's where you will be making notes. Otherwise it's all practice. Okay. Yeah, thanks Neha, thank you so much for those nice emojis and a good sweet compliment. Okay, so Prem, now that you have come for a live class, we are doing a live class. So please make sure you are attentive in class and don't just rely on videos. वैदेही date लिख सकते हैं towards the right side of the column or the box you have. You can write the date. Yes, Vansh, format is most important. Very good, Prem. Okay, so let's get going. I'll share my screen and we'll start for today's session. Okay, so the first is an example I have. Write an article on the water shortage problem faced by the residents of some colony in New Delhi. Okay. Ironically enough, these days there is water shortage, but there is water everywhere. The Yamuna has crossed the danger mark. I've heard it is receding now. It is coming down slowly. But because of that, I think a lot of places in the east of Delhi, in UP, some districts of Uttar Pradesh have been severely affected, and all these stagnant waters can cause different diseases, malaria, and all the airborne and waterborne diseases are happening. So these are things which you can understand when you're reading newspapers, when you're listening to news. Okay, so all this is expected to be inculcated in your article. आपके article को पढ़ के ऐसी feeling आनी चाहिए कि this is a well-read person. He or she knows the concept. He or she knows the idea. अगर वाटर शॉर्टेज है तो क्या प्रॉब्लम्स है, वाटर एक्सेस हो रहा है तो क्या प्रॉब्लम है. Put that personal touch when you write an article so that I don't find it very mechanical. I don't want you to use any AI tool. I don't want you to use any technical aspects. आपने कोई गूगल बार्ड नहीं यूज करना है, अपना माइंड यूज करना है, कहीं से कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं करना है. Finally, exam में it's you and the question paper. That's it. Nobody is going to come to help you. Nobody is going to give you a Google search that you can find out words. Everything has to be done on your own. So your practice should be also that way. Okay. No, Priyadarshini, no bullet points. Articles are always paragraphs. There are no bullet points in articles. Yes, you can, Sovan. Underlining the byline is perfect. You can leave a line after the byline. You can underline it. All that is okay. For that part, you don't have to worry. रोहित फॉर्मेट बता रही हूँ, देखो सामने ही फॉर्मेट है आपके स्क्रीन पे, आप देखिए तो प्लीज. Topic should be bigger or smaller. Vansh, topic तो I am giving, no? Why are you concerned about topic bigger होगा या smaller होगा? Whatever is the topic, आप तो please लिखिए. Word limit is 100 words in this case, Muhammad Ayan. Anshika, okay. Sakshi, I just told you the summary. हमने क्या क्या किया था article writing में. Okay. Now let's start. So first of all, you are giving a title, like you can see on my screen. The first thing you have to do is give a title. Okay. Now in in this case, you can say water crisis hits some colony of Delhi. For example, the colony is XYZ. Water shortage, water crisis hits XYZ colony of New Delhi. Okay, that can be one. Second, it can be water shortage, a menace in XYZ colony. That can be second. Third can be residents of XYZ colony complaining no water past 5 days. You can put a colon and you can give this. Okay. I hope all of you are listening carefully. I'm giving you various examples to understand the possibilities of title. Title is a very important thing because that is actually the story which is building you for further reading. अगर स्टोरी का टाइटल ही इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं है, nobody will read your story further. Okay. You don't change a paragraph line. कहाँ पे? Paragraphs के बाद you have to change lines obviously. इंडेंट की कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इंडेंट करना है कर लो, जैसे आर्टिकल राइटिंग में जरूरत नहीं होती है. Shrestha, water is everywhere. How do we know that? Because it's a rain time, then maybe there is water everywhere, yet we are facing a shortage. But अभी आपको title या topic के हिसाब से we don't know whether there is water everywhere. Okay, so Vansh is asking about title. The title is always given to be with like 5 words, 6 words, 7 words. You don't have to write a sentence. बस उतना आपको याद रखना है. Titles are never long as if they go on to 2 lines, 1 line maximum, and mostly they are very catchy and they are very phrasal. Harshini, it depends on the topic. Now, for example, the water shortage is already a problem in this particular colony. So, what all you write will be in past tense. Okay? Helping points. Krishnam, who is giving you helping points in the exam? No helping points by anybody. You are the only writer. You are the only thinker. No hints will be given. Hints are given only for revision tests, but in the actual exam, it'll just be the question and you have to start writing. Okay? Just say, for example, Prem has given me a title, Social Problems in the Colony of New Delhi. Isn't it better that you specifically mention that it is a water problem? Because wo topic up, because it's given in the title, right? It says water shortage. So if I'm reading something, I straight away know it is a water shortage problem and it is not a social problem. A social evil can also be domestic violence, can also be dowry deaths, can also be child labor. So social problems is a very bigger umbrella word and it can cover many topics. ठीक है? Prayukta, I'll try my best. If I have time, then I'll discuss this, how reality check hits and maturity changes lives. I'll do that. Hundred words, Avish. Yes, Amna, that's correct. Dev, that's not a good title. What do you mean, me in flood? Who is this me? This sounds like a funny title where I don't even understand there is a question related title because I am talking of water shortage and you are talking of floods. Sneha, no water there, water crisis everywhere. Well, honestly, it sounds to be a very poetic title, but water shortage is not everywhere. We are only concentrating on XYZ colony. So I don't even know whether water shortage is everywhere. Vaidehi, right now I'm discussing this article, right? So you have to wait. If time permits, towards the end of the class, you can remind me. If time permits, I will definitely discuss the last class topic. Okay. Currently, let's concentrate on what's happening right now, please. Yes, that's perfect, Bhavna. Yes, Swati, you can write that. Yes, Priyanshu, correct. No, whether it's not save water, save life. The problem is you are concentrating on the water shortage already existing in a particular colony in New Delhi. Saving water is a different agenda that can be taken as a solution or an effective measure. Yes, Mohit, it's correct. Okay. So I'm telling you again and again because today I want all of you to be very perfect with the title. The moment I see a wrong title, I feel, अरे title ही अच्छा नहीं है तो article कैसे अच्छा होगा? That's the feeling anybody gets. So hence I'm requesting you, please make sure the title is as interesting, as catchy as possible, and it focuses on the main problem of the whatever is given in the topic. Okay. So the first is you have all given a title. I have given you some corrections and some suggestions. Next is start with a generalized statement, maybe a quote on the availability of resources, which means water is the basic amenity of life which everybody deserves to use and get. However, XYZ colony people are suffering in the other side. XYZ colony people are not of this belief. For them, water has become as precious as a jewelry or a gold item because for the past 5 days, people or residents of this colony have failed to get proper water supply. This has caused a lot of sanitation, health, and hygiene issues, etc. etc. I'm just briefing you with ideas. Actual article aap likhoge, you can use these ideas, you can use the hints. For me, it's just that I am giving you a tip. Carrying on with this tip, I think you can increase and you can extend your ideas. Okay. Next thing it says is water crisis in the colony. So you have to specifically focus that this colony or this area has been suffering from water crisis. For how long? How did it start? Maybe a pipe bursts and then nobody's coming to correct it and all the water is over. Maybe the pipe is not working from where they get water supply. So, many things possible. Just think of a proper reason. Then, because the next topic says probable reasons. So, what is the cause is very important. Why has this water crisis occurred? If you are reporting a problem, you always have to report the reason and, if possible, also provide some suggestive measures to overcome that problem. Okay, that's a general standard way of addressing a problem in a society or any other larger issue. Fine. So after you talk about the probable reasons or the reasons why this happened, the causes, you talk about the effects. As a result of the problem, what are the harmful effects or good effects if it's not a problem? What are the effects of that particular topic? For example, there is water stagnancy everywhere. Muddy puddles are there on the road. The roads are not in a condition to be used. Children are falling ill because of health and hygiene. Diseases like malaria are spreading very, very fast. There is a mosquito issue. And of course, clearance of dirt and feces is not being possible as there is a lot of water shortage. So it is taking us back to the ancient era where people were living in a very uncivilized way. Okay, got it? Okay, next is suggestive measures. Now, in suggestive measures, it's very important that you as a well-mature journalist, because you were writing an article and I assume the article is coming in a newspaper, you as a well-matured journalist have to please inform and spread some good measures. किसी भी problem related topic में अगर मेजर्स या आफ्टर इफेक्ट्स नहीं है तो आपका आंसर इनकम्प्लीट माना जाएगा, आपका आर्टिकल इनकम्प्लीट होगा. ओके, सो व्हेनेवर देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम, please come out with some solutions or some suggestive measures for solutions. Fine. Okay, so that was it from my side of the story. I have given you an outline for this topic. Some of you have attempted it. I'm really glad. Let's have a look at this. What have you attempted? Uh, Now, for example, Siddhant says lack of natural resources and its impact. Now, natural resources are you sure it's only water? Because my concern right now is only water. I'm not talking about a broader concern. So please don't drift from the main topic. Hence, kindly include the word water shortage in your title. Without water, life itself is impossible. Is this a title or is this a first liner? Okay, let me just read it. Okay, so Gia has written something really interesting. Uh, I'm reading Sakshi's now. Sakshi, you have written good ideas, but there are lot of breaks. It doesn't seem to be very connected. Every line needs to be connected to the previous line. So please make sure that flow is available. Okay, Ruhani, what you have written is due to ignorance of municipal corporation, there are waterborne diseases which have become rampant, and the authorities should look into the matter, and the residents should also contribute. But what should they contribute? I just now told you. Please give solutions, please give measures. So that should be also coming from your side. Okay. It's not just possible that you say everybody should look into the matter and do something. I want good solutions. A good article always gives solutions for a given problem. Okay. I'm going a little slowly today, if you must have realized, because at the end of the class, I feel if you are 10 on 10 with the topic, then that's the achievement for that session. There should not be any point where you feel I'm confused, I'm not sure. In that case, please revert and get it clarified, because in the exam, nobody is going to help you. Whatever you have studied in the classes and from your study material is all what I expect you to know. Okay, so some of you, okay, Gia, fine. I'm just reading, Gia. Okay, so this is a good point Gia has mentioned about water harvesting. That can be done. Very good. Okay, Anshika, very good written. What is the third point, Bhavna? Water crisis in the colony. That's what you don't understand. So that is the main topic. Any particular colony is facing water crisis, you have to elaborate and you have to write on that. उस point को आपने detail में explain करना है as some fictional story and you have to include it in the article. Saloni, this is a little very far off kind of a comparison. As precious as Kohinoor diamond, इतना लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, please. Swati, if I say this is a very heavy passage, a very heavy chapter with all the weightage. So don't worry about weightage. Article writing is an important aspect. Please do it without knowing how many marks will be given. Once you mean title, right? Not topic. You're again and again writing topic. Okay, Om. So you have written well, but again, the same thing. I don't see any suggestive measures. Fine. So I think a lot of you have attempted. Maybe I'm not able to read every answer because it's taking time. Bhavna, Harikesh, what's your doubt? Suggestive measures, Juhi means कुछ ऐसी points जिनसे problem का solution निकल रहा है. They are called suggestive measures. Rohit, क्या नहीं समझ आया? You have to be attentive. What did you not understand? Reason for water shortage, आप बताओ as a mature aspirant of CA, what do you think could be probable reasons of water shortage? क्यों किसी area में पानी का supply या पानी कम हो सकता है? Think of the reasons. Yes, Komalpreet. Cause and effect are completely different. Okay. So thank you very much. Most of you have attempted in a decent way. I'm definitely being honest that there is a scope for improvement. You can better your style of writing. Please remember, whatever I'm giving on screen is a standard. It's not a standard template. You can play around with the ideas. This is just a hint I'm giving you. If you have a topic like water shortage, what are the points that should be included in your article to make it a good article? Okay, that's important. Next, let's move on. Let's change the topic. Enough of water shortage. बहुत ज़्यादा पानी की कमी हो रही है. तो move on to something better. Write an article on the impact of technology with special emphasis on machine learning, and the word limit is 500 words. Now, please remember, right now, I don't want you to write 500 words. Just see my slide. And besides this, whatever ideas you are getting, you can share them in pointers, in bullets. Okay? Please don't sit to write 500 words in class, then the whole 2 hours will go in that. Always remember, make a mind map. Whenever you get a topic like this, for example, machine learning, एक बार mind में सोच लो कि क्या-क्या possible points हैं जो मैं include कर सकती हूँ. उनको right side rough column में लिख लो and then start, elaborating on them. So if you see my screen, give an interesting title. It's going to be about machine learning. So give something which is really interesting. Second, define machine learning for new readers. For example, you are writing an article on machine learning, but I don't know what is machine learning. So if I read your article, I'll feel happy if the author has given me at least 1 to 2 lines of what exactly it is. Okay? Okay, so a basic understanding. Now, some people will say, हमें भी नहीं पता machine learning क्या है. So refer to the internet, refer to good resources, read books, and increase your knowledge about all these current topics. Because whatever comes in article writing will mostly is from whatever we are discussing around us. Are we discussing politics around us? Are we discussing a social issue? Are we discussing an environmental issue? Something like that. Okay? Okay, what is this? Unlimited memory. Okay. That's what I told you, Dhruv. You have to be updated with information around you. We cannot sit and discuss all topics in class. I want you to know the topic so that we can quickly start writing the article. For me, the article is very important. Okay? Okay, now let's move on. The next thing is define machine learning. Explain how is it different from AI. Okay, this is the third point. Discuss how machine learning works, which means what is machine learning? पहले आपने वो बताया. फिर आप बताओगे what is the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning. अगर आपको ये टॉपिक नहीं आता है तो प्लीज रीड अबाउट इट. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ऐसे टॉपिक्स की नॉलेज होना इज रियली रियली अ सिग्निफिकेंट मस्ट इन योर लाइफ. ओके. Fourth point, sorry, discuss how machine learning works. So basically, it's a blockchain technology. You should be knowing the basic steps about that. Types of machine learning. What is the type of machine learning? One types, two types. कौन से aspects होते हैं? And the last is technological impact. Because of topics like machine learning, क्या हो गया है? Everybody has started depending on what do we say? Artificial intelligence, and everybody has stopped using their own brains because you have tools like ChatGPT, because you have tools like the Bard. We have stopped thinking, we have stopped being creative, and whatever is being produced is completely a machine result. So you can talk about the technological impact, you can talk about the impact on children, you can talk about the impact on the knowledge growth, जो भी आपको ठीक लग रहा है. Okay. So I'll just have a look at the topics, at the answers you all have given. Prem, it's a very misleading topic if you say let's make our life easy by machine learning, because it's a completely technological dependent aspect. So what if the machine is not working? What if there is failure in technology? Then your brain will also stop working. So give me a title where you're actually not straight away justifying that it's very good. The topic says impact of technology. So how is technology like machine learning impacting our lives? Sakshi, I told you, please read about it. See students, a very friendly advice. Abhi class mein to we can discuss all these topics in detail. What if this is your article writing topic in the exam? What will you do? If it's, let's say, a 4-mark question, will you leave it? आप सब बोल रहे हो, कई लोग ऐसे बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे ये टॉपिक नहीं पता. इसीलिए आई एम गिविंग यू सच एग्जांपल्स कि आपको पता चले कि कितना आपको पढ़ना है. You should realize the extent of what you all have to read. That's the reason I keep telling you, please read newspapers, please be aware of topics which are around you. अगर आपको WhatsApp पता है, अगर आपको Instagram पता है, अगर आपको TikToks पता है, तो आपको ये सब भी पता होना चाहिए. The knowledge you should possess should be much more than what you actually do. And for that reason, please be a good reader. Impact of machine learning, ठीक है. Critically analysis technology. Please check your English, Shrestha. Critical analysis of the impact of technology. Okay. Yes, Praveen, that's a good topic. Mr. Dev, impact on our daily life of what? Technology word to likho, please. Boon or curse is okay. Machine over humans is okay. Shake hands with technology, okay. ठीक है. Good. So most of you have given me a good title, and you can see the slide, you can see the pointers I have given you for such a topic. Please remember, these are only hints. You can feel free to go outside them. You can add something, you can delete something. It's just that this is a good style of article which will fetch you full marks. अगर आप टाइप्स ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग के बारे में बताओगे, व्हाट इज एआई बताओगे, हाउ इज इट डिफरेंट फ्रॉम एमएल बताओगे, इसके लिए डेफिनेटली यू कैन नॉट जस्ट थिंक ऑन योर ओन. यू शुड हैव रेड अबाउट द टॉपिक, एंड इट्स अ 500 वर्ड आर्टिकल. इसका मतलब कुछ ज्यादा ही डिटेल्स लिखनी है. सो इन अ 500 वर्ड आर्टिकल आई विल एक्सपेक्ट एटलीस्ट 3 पैराग्राफ्स. ओके, प्लीज रिमेंबर, आर्टिकल्स को always try to break into paragraphs. It gives a break to the eye. When I'm reading constantly, तो मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि चलो ब्रेक हो रहा है, ब्रेक हो रहा है. I am not reading like in a full go. Okay, got it? Fine. Next is clear. Is this okay? Okay. Now, okay, I'll just read one article. Emphasis on machine learning by ABC. Machine learning is a branch of AI and also a part of computer science, which focuses on data and helps to improve accuracy. AI is a broader and wider concept than ML, which is part of AI. ML focuses on developing algorithms and it keeps us updated with the latest research and development. Very well written, Mr. Rom. I really like your answer. I hope you've not copy pasted it. I hope you've not used Chat GPT. Whatever you have written is your own mind's creativity, then it's perfect. अगर ऐसा कुछ है तो बहुत अच्छा है. अगर कहीं से कॉपी किया है तो प्लीज मत करिए. And that's why I've read it out. Okay, good job, Om. Okay, now the next current trending topic is cryptocurrency. So I have written straight away I've written an article on it so that you understand what is crypto. If you remember, we've done a topics of crypto when we did, I think, note making. We did something about Satoshi Nakamoto. Remember the Japanese person who invented cryptocurrency and what exactly it is. It talks about blockchain technology. वैसे ही आर्टिकल है, but this is a little different. This is a little more basic. It's introducing what is cryptocurrency. I am giving you this slide because I want you to see कैसे एक छोटा आर्टिकल आप एक बहुत बड़े टॉपिक पे लिख सकते हो. It's a heavy topic. It's a very trending topic. It's something which we are seeing around us. People are investing money in crypto. किस टेक्नोलॉजी पे बेस्ड है, कैसे वो काम करता है, होता क्या है क्रिप्टो, all that is given in this article. So please give it a quick read, everybody, and get the hold of it कि कैसे कोई article writing लिखता है. Okay? If I can annotate, I'll show you some really important aspects. Cryptocurrency is decentralized digital money. This itself, these 3 words are the key for explaining what is crypto. It is based on blockchain technology. This is the second thing which is important. To understand crypto, one must first need to understand 3 terminologies. ये 3 words आपको डिटेल में पता होने चाहिए. ऐसा एक्सप्लेनेशन अगर आप दोगे तो पढ़ने वाले के लिए भी इजी हो जाता है कि किस ट्रांजैक्शन की बात हो रही है, किस डिजिटल लेजर की बात हो रही है, इम्यूटेबल का क्या मतलब है, हु इज द एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर इन दिस केस, डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड का क्या मतलब है, व्हाट होल्ड डज द आरबीआई हैव व्हेन इट कम्स टू क्रिप्टो इन इंडिया, and is it a beneficial way of investing money or does it have some loopholes which are still in the making. ऐसा आर्टिकल लिखोगे ना तो people, it will go viral in your terms, in the social media terms, things go viral. वैसा ही हो जाएगा. People will read and reread your answers. Okay, so I'm giving you 2 minutes. Please read this article and tell me how did you like it. And what exactly would you write when you have an article on cryptocurrency? You can give me in pointers. Bhavna, these are examples I am giving you. Okay. Okay, Ruhani has done. हाँ, Pressy में Satya. Yes, thanks, Satya. It was in Pressy. Okay, some of you have done reading. The others, please quickly read. So today's class, we will only be practicing as many possible topics so that you are aware of what kind of topics can be asked for article writing. आप लोग सोच रहे हो कि अगर आर्टिकल राइटिंग में होगा विजिट टू द जू, विजिट टू नेहरू प्लानिटोरियम, अ डे इन माय लाइफ वेयर आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी, माय पिकनिक, माय ग्रैंडमदर, माय फादर, माय आइडल, माय ब्रदर, नो, ऐसे टॉपिक्स बिल्कुल नहीं आएंगे. यू आर एट अ लेवल वेयर यू हैव टू बी वेरी एक्सप्रेसिव. You can have a topic related to environmental pollution. You can have a topic related to something happening on Mars. You can have a topic which is a United Nations agenda. You can have something on the G20 summit. Please be aware of all your current affairs. Please be aware of some important geography and sociology, because as an aspirant CA, you should be aware about सराउंडिंग थिंग्स. एंड उसके लिए अगर आप एक डिसेंट न्यूज़पेपर हर रोज पढ़ रहे हो, नथिंग बेटर देन दैट. ओके. भावना, दिस इज अ वेरी डिटेल्ड टॉपिक. अगर आपको नहीं समझ आ रहा है, वील प्रॉब्ली स्पेंड मोर टाइम टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द क्लास. हिंदी में समझाना पूरा टॉपिक इज अ लिटिल आउट ऑफ माय scope right now, because cryptocurrency is basically digital currency. डिजिटल करेंसी इज बेस्ड ऑन ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी. आपके पास हार्ड कोर कैश नहीं है हाथ में, हार्ड कोर गोल्ड नहीं है, बट फिर भी आपके पास एक ऐसी करेंसी है जो एक डिजिटल लॉकर में सेव्ड है, एंड यू आर नॉट यूजिंग इट with your hand, but it's more like a impalpable digital currency जो कि है, and you are worthy of some assets there. Okay. ठीक है कृष्णा, I think it is difficult, but then there are so many things. Yes, Manisha, very good. Chandrayaan 3 can be a topic. So please read about all the stories about Chandrayaan 3's launch, the successful launch. It can be a topic. See, Khushi, if we have practiced a lot and still if you get a topic which you don't know, then of course you can't leave the question unsaid. You can't leave the question undone. अटेम्प्ट तो करना ही है. अगर कोई ऐसा टॉपिक आ रहा है जो आपको ज्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है, जितना भी थोड़ा बहुत आप उसके बारे में सोच सकते हो. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, यू विल नेवर गेट अ टॉपिक विच इज आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा. आर्टिकल राइटिंग के टॉपिक्स का मतलब ही ये होता है कि दे आर ट्रेंडिंग टॉपिक्स, टॉपिक्स विच आर इन डिस्कशन इन द सोसाइटी दीज डेज, सो यू आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू नो अबाउट देम. ठीक है. Okay, so one more article I will show before we take a short break, and then I will start practicing with you. Just give me a second. Okay, this is a factual article. Pehle wala was a informative article where I'm discussing what is cryptocurrency. This is a factual article, the attack on Pearl Harbor. What about Uniform Civil Code, Chanchal? You want to write on that? So this is like a newspaper article which is telling us about when did the incident of Pearl Harbor happened, what exactly were the happenings, when did the attack happen, what were the aftermaths, and it continues till the next page. So just tell me when you finish this slide, I'll move you on to the next page. Quickly read it. Okay, okay. Wait. Bhavna, then you have to think and make sure you know all the topics. Uh, this is a very interesting question, ma'am. If you don't know the topic, what will you do? Then what can you do? Tell me. How can I help you that time? Then you have to leave it. What else can I say? That's why make sure you are so well read that there is no such topic which you don't know. ऐसा कोई टॉपिक होना ही नहीं चाहिए जो आपको आता ना हो. Move on to the next page, please. Done? Okay. Satya, you can see the article writing question. You can have a look at the format and you will understand whether you have all these options or not. Vaidehi, you can read Times of India, you can read the Hindu, you can read the Hindustan Times. All these are like really good national dailies which help you in improving your vocabulary and obviously improving your knowledge about current affairs. Okay, Ashok Puri done. Shubhojit done. Very good. Shravani done. Jia has also done. Vansh, there is no limit about 2 or 3. You can do 10 articles, you can do 0 articles. It's a very consistent process. You should just be aware about things. Don't fix a number कि एक दिन में 2 तो करने ही है. Maybe you are able to do 3 sometimes. Maybe you are busy with other topics, तो आप एक भी नहीं कर सकते हो. Okay? Okay, now since I've shown you 2 topics, first of all, tell me, were you able to make a difference between the first one, which was an informative topic, and the second one, which is a factual article? First wala kya tha? Cryptocurrency tha, which is more about an expository topic because I'm explaining a concept. Okay. This one is a narrative or maybe a factual article because it is about an incident which occurred in the past, like real long past in 1941, much 6 years even before our independence, and how exactly the turn of events happened. So somebody who's unaware about history, who doesn't know Pearl Harbor, will be very happy reading this because सब कुछ बहुत streamlined and organized and one line by line way में explain किया गया है. My intent to show you these articles is when you get a topic, first of all, think, do I have to explain something? Do I have to describe something? Do I have to inform or do I simply have to be creative? Having thought that, you will start writing your article. जब आप आर्टिकल लिख रहे हो, प्लीज थोड़े से पॉइंट्स रफ में लिखिए. Towards the right side of your paper, make a rough column. Just write the word rough column there. Put some pointers, put some mind mapping so that you don't randomly start writing. In doing so, you will not be writing in a coherent way. If you remember the 7 C's we did, every writing should be consistent and coherent. It should have a logic. Okay. So for that logic to flow from one point to another point, it is very important that your points are ready. You pick up from those points, arrange them in a certain structure, and finally your answer is ready. Okay, everybody? Okay. A good reading speed, Shubhojit, is a very good reading speed is 400 to 450 words in a minute. English improve करने के लिए, Mr. Rohit, you have to speak in English. आपके questions हिंदी में आते हैं, that itself shows you are not trying to improve. Grammar is very important, Akash. You can start doing some grammar questions. You have active passive voice, you have subject predicate, you have subject verb agreement. All these topics are there. You can start working on them, please. Sakshi, second wala is not a theory article, it's a descriptive article because it's describing an event. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Kushi, Akriti, Saloni, and Manisha all say yes. Thanks, Jia. Uh, Vedehi, there is no limit to articles. It can be on anything. But yes, mostly we don't give a very niche article. कि कुछ specific event history से ले लिया and आपको बोला लिखने को. That generally does not happen. So don't worry. Previous article. Okay, this is cryptocurrency Sulakshana for you. This one you want to see, Sulakshana? Okay, thanks. Satya has done, Om has done, Mansi, Prem, Soumya, Shamya, Bidisha, everybody has done. Great. So on that note, let's take a small 10-minute break. We have done some seeing of articles. We have done some templates and outlines and skeletal structures of articles. Now in the second half of the class, you have to get up, drink a lot of water, bring a lot of snacks with you, be full energetic with your pen and paper and your screens wherever you're watching the live classes. I'm going to give you some topics and I expect you to write. Okay? And I'm not asking everybody to write on the same topic. I'll select the topic. I'll tell the specific names. You will attempt only those. So for the next 1 hour, we'll be doing a lot of article writing practice, right? On that note, let's take a short break. I'll see you around 12:05. Thank you. Article writing. We are doing paper 2, section B, business correspondence and reporting. This is the second class of article writing. The technical details about the format, the basic topics which can be included in article writing have all been discussed. Today, the agenda is more of practice from your side. I'll be happy to assist you in every way. I wish to see some real good articles coming from your side. Whatever doubts you have, please put them in the chat box. I can get them. I can understand them. If relevant enough, I will definitely answer them in class. If after the class you have any query, you can share your query, ask a query tab को click करके आप अपनी query लिख सकते हैं ऐप में जो है. It reaches us and we will try our best to resolve your queries as soon as possible. After all that, I still want to repeat, your study material is your guide. You have to stick to what the content in the study material. You don't have to run around finding more information. Please read well. Good reading, consistent reading, regular reading, and good vocabulary is what is going to help you clear your BCR paper with good marks. Okay, that is the only mantra. People who are saying we are weak in English, so please start studying English. Please start attempting grammar basic questions. Please start doing exercises which are helping you cover up your weak points or make you stronger in your weak points. There are so many topics which are there in your BCR. Whatever is your weak point, practice that topic more. And don't have these inhibitions कि ये topic आएगा, वो topic आएगा, कितने marks का आएगा. पेपर का फॉर्मेट मॉक टेस्ट पेपर में दिया हुआ है. यू कैन हैव अ लुक. ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट, जो भी आपको लग रहा है आपका टॉपिक वीक है, स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन इट. ओके, ग्रेट. सो लेट्स कंटिन्यू फ्रॉम हियर. ओके प्रेम, गुड. Great, Yamini, thank you so much. Deliberately means purposefully. So those of you have written to me in the chat box that grammar is weak, English spoken skills are weak. Have you all started working towards that weakness? Weakness के बारे में अगर आप काम करोगे तभी वो strength बनेगी ना. So अगर आप यही बोलते रहोगे weak है and हम काम ही नहीं करेंगे उस weakness पे, तो it will remain a weakness, isn't it? Okay, Khushi, not a problem. Okay, so let's continue. So this is the topic where I had stopped. This is about article on a factual incident, on a real historical incident. The incident is the attack on Pearl Harbor. The slide takes, this is the second slide, which takes me to the second half of the article. And that's it. Okay. I didn't get you. Why do you have to make notes? All the topic article are written in notes. कौन से topic articles, Bhavna? I'm not getting your doubt. Okay, finally, this is the third article, which is a newspaper article. It is about the Indian goods export. So this is something related to the economy. You can please read this also. Okay. Have a look. Read the article, get a fair idea how exactly these articles are written. I'm giving you all the diverse examples from newspapers, from historical events, from trending topics to something which is happening in current affairs, so that you don't get confused कि कैसे लिखना है जब finally आपके एग्जाम में कुछ ऐसा टॉपिक आएगा तो. ठीक है? Okay, fine. Okay, I'm just having a look at the queries. Meantime, you all can please read this article. The good important part about this article is it has a lot of figures involved. If you can see, $1 billion hai, second line mein, first line mein percentage hai. So this shows that whoever has written these articles have done a good research on them. तभी वो आर्टिकल्स इफेक्टिव लगते हैं, तभी वो आर्टिकल्स एक इम्पैक्ट छोड़ते हैं, जब आपने एक अच्छी रिसर्च करी होगी. ओके, प्लीज फिनिश रीडिंग एंड देन आई विल मूव ऑन. If there's any word in the article which you do not understand, you can just keep it unmarked. Right now, of course, I'll be able to tell you, but finally, when you do the question, when you attempt the article writing in your exam, तब ऐसा कोई भी वर्ड मत यूज करिए जिसका मतलब आपको खुद को ना पता हो. ठीक है? प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन पेपर्स वैसे ही, व्हाई डोंट यू चेक द बीओएस पोर्टल? सब कुछ है उसमें, स्टडी मटेरियल है, पेपर्स, पास्ट पेपर्स हैं, रिवीजन टेस्ट पेपर्स हैं, प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस हैं. आई एम टेलिंग दिस सिंस डे वन ऑफ माय क्लास. आई एम श्योर ऑल द टीचर्स आर टेलिंग द सेम थिंग. आप प्लीज एक बार देखिए वेबसाइट को. ओके, ग्रेट. मेनी ऑफ देम. Shrinking means getting reduced. When you wash a particular fabric of cloth, it gets shrunk. You know, your dress choti ho jati hai, that is shrinking. Shipment. Shipment is shipping का सामान. Okay, I'm waiting. Most of you have done reading very good. Please take your time, understand the nuances. एक एक लाइन को समझो, क्या चीज कैसे लिखी गई है, कितनी स्ट्रॉन्ग इंग्लिश है, कैसी वोकैबुलरी यूज की है. बिकॉज क्या होता है, आप लोग सिर्फ एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पढ़ते हो, उसके आगे जब आर्टिकल राइटिंग की जरूरत पड़ेगी तो आप सब भूल चुके हो. That's why I'm saying एक ऐसे पर्सपेक्टिव से पढ़ो that I should be able to write articles even after I finish my BCR paper, even after I become an accomplished CA, even 20 years down the line, if somebody asks me write an article on a particular topic, मुझे वो आएगा. Always study from a long-term perspective, okay? Merchandise आकृति is basically stuff which is related to a particular organization. जैसे we have these IPL merchandise. IPL merchandise means those jerseys and those other accessories you get, which are in market during the IPL. So they belong to the IPL franchisee. Curb means to stop. Triggered means to provoke. एकदम से जैसे हिंदी में बोलते हैं, उस चीज को आग लगा दी, उस चीज को provoke किया, उस चीज का starting point, that is triggered. Trigger होता है ना जैसे gun में, what is the use of a trigger? You press the trigger and the bullet just comes out. So it's just the push button. वैसे ही triggered means to push, to initiate. Apurva, it's very difficult if I keep explaining the meanings like this. Non-oil cargo is things which are being transported, which is non-oil, any other goods. You guys really need to study a lot. बहुत ज़्यादा पढ़ने की ज़रूरत है, because the kind of questions I'm getting बहुत basic doubts हैं आप लोगों के. तो मुझे बहुत खराब लग रहा है कि आप लोग न्यूज़पेपर रीड नहीं करते हो, because these are all newspaper articles. I thought some of you will come and say कि हाँ ये तो हमने पढ़ा हुआ है. So please, confidence उतना होना चाहिए कि जो भी आर्टिकल दिखा वो आपने पढ़ा होना चाहिए. ठीक है? Okay, anyways, so the idea behind this is also an article which has required a lot of research because it involves a lot of facts and figures. So जहां पे भी आपको figures लिखनी है, you have to be very sure there is an authentic source you are referring to. हो सकता है एग्जाम में ऐसा फिगर बेस्ड आर्टिकल का टॉपिक ना आए because you don't have a resource to study, you don't have means to find out information, but एक जनरल आर्टिकल तो आप अपने आप लिख सकते हो जिसमें फिगर्स इन्वॉल्व नहीं है, परसेंटेज इन्वॉल्व नहीं है. वैसे आर्टिकल के लिए आपके ब्रेन एंड आपका क्रिएटिव एंगल ही बहुत है. बट अगर कभी लेटर स्टेजेस पे आपको ऐसा आर्टिकल आए जहां पे आपको फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स लिखने हैं, देन प्लीज डू अ थॉरो रिसर्च. ओके? Looks like, yes, Saloni, definitely looks like. Okay. Dhruv, you're asking me the meanings as if there are so many other words you know. आप तो मुझे पता है ऐसे ही क्वेश्चंस पूछते रहते हो ध्रुव शाह. इट डजंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस. यू आर रैंडमली आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट. आई एम सॉरी, आई एम नॉट टेकिंग एनी क्वेश्चन which appears irrelevant. You will pick up every second word in the line and you will ask me. So please, let's not disturb the momentum of the class. Everybody here is for a serious study. So let's use the platform for a good purpose. Those of you who are here just to, you know, disturb others or pass time, I wouldn't entertain any doubts coming from your side. I'm really sorry about it. I'm going to answer doubts where I really feel they are meaningful and I find the students serious. अगर आप बार बार disturbing messages करोगे, I might just not even bother to answer your questions. Okay? Thank you so much, Mr. Dhruv. Fine. Let's move on to the next part now. The steps. Since many of you are asking, ma'am, how do we actually write an article? Please take us through the summary. Please help us understand. So these are the steps for article writing. First of all, it's very important to understand कि मैं किस audience के लिए लिख रही हूँ. Am I writing for subject experts? Am I writing for students in a classroom, school level? Am I writing for the board of directors? Am I writing for a foreign audience? Am I writing for my teachers to check my style of writing? So purpose क्या है, किस audience के लिए हम article लिख रहे हैं? That is the first thing you have to select. Second thing is कि मेरे लिखने से क्या फायदा होगा, purpose क्या होगा? Is it for informing somebody? Is it for preaching? Is it for awareness? Is it for pleasure? Is it for description? That is the second thing. Third is we always, if we have time in hand, एक होता है आपको random topic दे दिया and आपसे बोला गया कि आप अभी के अभी वो topic लिखिए, उस पे एक article लिखिए. Then it is understandable that you don't have time. But अगर आपके पास time है, अगर आपको एक homework assignment दिया जा रहा है that this is your article topic, write an article of 200 words and submit it 3 days hence. So you have time enough to gather suitable information. So please refer to different books, refer to websites, refer to study materials, find out some relevant information and then put it in a nice coherent way, change the language and put it into your article. So research is very important. There are like, this economics wala topic जो हमने exports वाला किया था. So जैसे भी कभी कोई टॉपिक आता है, जीडीपी का टॉपिक आ गया या एक्सपोर्ट इंपोर्ट पॉलिसीज का टॉपिक आ गया या फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स का टॉपिक आ गया या वैट का टॉपिक आ गया, whatever topic comes where I think figures are involved, where I think a kind of a statistic is involved, a survey is involved, then I would definitely say please research on it and then go ahead. Okay, that's the third part. The fourth thing is the information should be structured. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप टॉपिक का सजेस्टिव मेजर्स पहले बता रहे हो, प्रॉब्लम बाद में बता रहे हो, या फिर कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस पहले बता रहे हो, कॉजेस बाद में बता रहे हो. दैट डज नॉट वर्क. यू हैव टू बी वेरी श्योर अबाउट ऑर्डरिंग योर इंफॉर्मेशन. हर चीज एक पर्टिकुलर ऑर्डर में होनी चाहिए, हर चीज एक फ्लो में आनी चाहिए. स्टार्टिंग से बिगनिंग होना, स्टार्टिंग से एंडिंग होना चाहिए, नॉट द रिवर्स. ओके. So organizing the information which you have collected is one of the primary concerns whenever you start to write something. Next comes a structure which is similar to what I just now said. Logically, introduction पहले आती है, conclusion end में आता है. I have never seen any piece of writing जहाँ conclusion पहले आ रहा है और introduction बाद में आ रहा है. So structure अगर हम बना रहे हैं, कोई घर बना रहे हो, तो पहले उसकी फाउंडेशन डलती है, फिर धीरे धीरे बिल्डिंग कंस्ट्रक्ट होके छत बनती है, द सीलिंग इज मेड. इट्स द सेम थिंग व्हिच हैपेंस इन एन आर्टिकल राइटिंग. एंड लास्ट ऑफ ऑल द फाइनल ड्राफ्ट व्हिच इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. अगर आपके फाइनल ड्राफ्ट से भी आप सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हो, व्हिच मीन्स देयर आर सम पॉइंट्स ऑफ इंप्रूवमेंट, देयर आर सम गैप्स, you should be satisfied with your final draft, कोई और हो ना हो. So जब आप उसको final shape देते हो, you must have seen a potter. Pottery होते हुए देखा आप लोगों ने, जब एक potter एक मिट्टी का मटका बना रहा होता है, whenever the potter is working with his pottery wheel and he's making a small piece of artifact, he keeps moving his hands in such a way, making it a round shape, making it an oval shape, making it some some weird shape, because he wants to give it a final shape. And once the shape is done, he keeps that artifact for drying. The clay hardens, the mud hardens, and then you have a beautiful pot in your hand, which is the final structure. In your case also, जब आप mind mapping कर रहे हो, जब आप ideas सोच रहे हो, that is the pottery making stage. एक बार एक solid structure बन गया and वो धूप में सूख गया, you cannot change the shape, you only have to break it, isn't it? So final shape देने के time पे keep your mind active, keep your neurons active, remember the purpose, remember the audience, remember why you're writing. I hope you are not digressing. 3-4 topics को, 3-4 important points को reconsider करके give it a final draft. That is why I keep saying rough में points लिखना बहुत helpful होता है. ठीक है? See, whether it's not exam में, it's about the topic which helps you decide who is going to be the reader of your topic. अब जैसे अभी हमने जो किया cryptocurrency, that can be for students, that can be for laymen, that can be for common man, that can be for people who are into the technology field, isn't it? But a topic like the Pearl Harbor incident, that will specifically be for people who are related to history, for historians, maybe for students to improve their GK. So topic से decide होता है कि target audience क्या है. Akash, even if it is, I really wish you come out with a good article. So if the topic seems to be so, then I expect when I give you a topic to write on, you will definitely come up with a wonderful article where you're getting a full score. Bhavna, that depends on your style of writing. You can use very good English, you can use fancy words and make your article one of the best, and you can use very simple words and make it a standard, just another article. So it all depends on your vocabulary and your English command. So now, the next time when I'm giving you a topic, I want Akash to really write something very interesting, because he thinks he's understood everything. And he's quite confident about the steps and the topic. So let's get going. Okay. The first is the steps, and now here are some tips. Since many of you are asking about the voice to be used, the connectors to be used, the tenses to be used, I've just compiled this slide. You don't have to underline anything, Bhavna. Articles do not need any underlining except for the byline. You cannot underline anything. Haan, Swapnali. So since you are asking that question about past tense, present tense, I'm sharing this slide about tips for good article writing. Okay? Okay. So, yes, Bidisha, why not? See, Amrit, exam mein you don't have to worry about the audience. This is about real life article writing. Okay? So first is when you give the title, it has to be catchy. Second is the opening sentence can be striking enough. It should be something which catches the reader's attention and everybody wants to read it. Kai baar aisa hota hai, the first sentence itself is so boring, or maybe the title itself is so boring, I just leave it and I feel, okay, I don't want to read the article. If that happens, then I'm sorry, you are not on the right track. Okay? Whenever you are giving some ideas for a particular topic, you have to substantiate them with examples. So a lot of example giving is involved in article writing. Then, like I said, your your paragraphs and your sentences and your information should be connected. Connect kaise karoge? There are some linking words in English. I've put some of them here in the 4th point. However, therefore, although, even though, etc. Not only, but also either or, neither nor, etc. These are called the linking devices which help me connect my last point to my next point. So, जब मुझे connections दिख रहे हैं points में, मुझे पता चल रहा है कि yes, this is a well written, connected, coherent, logical article. Okay. Next is every time you have a new point, related to the topic. टॉपिक से तो हम बाहर नहीं जा सकते, पॉइंट्स तो हमें टॉपिक से रिलेटेड ही लिखने हैं. द मोमेंट यू फील कि मुझे थोड़ा पॉइंट चेंज करना है, प्लीज चेंज द पैराग्राफ. Okay, paragraph changes are a must in article writing, especially when it's a longer word limit article. So अगर 500 words का article है, I do not expect you to write only one paragraph. There should be at least 2.5 paragraphs. That is very, very important. Because what happens is, if you start writing only one paragraph, then nobody wants to read that long stuff. ऐसे लगता है ऐसे लिखा हुआ है. ठीक है? So please make sure you are using paragraphs, and for every new thought, you are breaking the article into new paragraphs. Develop your ideas as much as you can, which is, if you have read a lot, आपके ideas भी बहुत interesting होंगे, आपके thoughts भी बहुत creative होंगे. Finally, the conclusion has to be the strongest. Please don't start with the conclusion. Please don't end with the introduction. Always remember, introductions and conclusions make or break your style of writing. So if you have a good style of writing, your introduction and conclusion will definitely leave a mark on the audience. And that is what I am expecting from all of you. Okay. Last of all, humor can be used, rhetorical questions can be used, emotive language can be used, all this is allowed, passive voice can be used, direct voice can be used. All these are used to create effects. अब आप examples दे रहे हो तो आप इसीलिए दे रहे हो ना कि आप अपने point को और strong करना चाहते हो. So examples भी allowed हैं, थोड़ा बहुत sarcasm भी allowed है, थोड़ा बहुत humor भी allowed है. All this is allowed whenever you are doing an article writing, because at the end of the day, we want that whatever you are writing should impress the reader and it should solve the purpose. It should send the correct message. Okay? Got it, everybody? Any doubt? Anything you want to ask? I'm seeing the queries also. किसी को कुछ पूछना है, कुछ clarification है, so please अभी कर लीजिए. बाद में क्या होगा, जब आप आर्टिकल लिखने बैठोगे आपको लगेगा कि अरे ये तो मैंने पूछा नहीं, टाइटल कैसे लिखना है, कौन सी लैंग्वेज में लिखना है. ओके. Why? Akash says, I'm not going to write article. What if the question is not in choice? Then you straight away leave 4 marks. Wow. That's not a very good idea. You should attempt. Okay. Prem says all clear. Anjali, thank you. Khushi, thank you so much. Sneha says all clear. Crystal clear. Okay. Okay. So on that note, I'll take you to some final practice questions. Yes, direct speech is allowed, Jay. Long words, matlab Vaidehi. What do you mean by long words? Swapnali, date is not required. If you want, you can write because it's not a newspaper report. Dates are done only in newspaper reports because it is about an incident which happened on a particular day. Okay? But this one, an article is more about an opinion-based writing. So you don't need dates in articles. Okay, thanks, Vaidehi, Jia, Harshita, and yes, Mr. Prem, you can write simple. Striking opening sentence is something which hits the eyes of the reader and he or she is forced to continue reading is called a striking sentence. Okay, fine. So some of you will try the first one and some of you will try the second one. The first one is travel is an important part of man's education. It enables a person to learn manners, customs, languages, and history of a particular place and about people. It widens the circle of one's acquaintance. Write an article which is 150 to 200 words on travel, an important, just a second, an important source of education. Okay, this is one topic. So some of you can choose to write Dharani, which pen? Any pen? Blue pen? Okay, so this is one article. Some of you can choose. The other is more about dependency on search engines and the World Wide Web, which is more usage of internet. So write an article on life without electronic gadgets in the present day. How will it be when there are no electronic gadgets? You don't have phones, you don't have iPhones, you don't have laptops, you don't have screens, you don't have pen drives. What will life be without all that in a present day scenario? Okay. The second one is expected to be a longer article. The first one ends at 200 words. That's the maximum limit. I'll wait for some time. Some of you attempt the first one, some of you attempt the second one. This will be a good practice. If you don't want to write full sentences, you can only write bullet points and share them in the chat box with me. Okay? We can start discussing and you can start writing. So जब हम travel के बारे में बात करते हैं, since many of you would have been traveling a lot, you are a frequent traveler. So, suppose you stay in the south of India and you visit the east of India. So in the east, you get to see different manners. The style of working is different. The family dynamics are different. Language, of course, is different. Cuisines, of course, is different. The kind of dresses people wear in a particular region are different. So in India, it's basically about diversity, right? So a line like diversity or unity in diversity can be used for the first question. Diversity means बहुत ज़्यादा variety है खाने में, कपड़े में, language में, customs में, religions में, family dynamics में, domestic style में. So that is one point you have to emphasize in the first topic. Second thing is travel makes you a stronger person because you are moving out of your comfort zone. आप अपने best situation में हो, आप अपने घर में हो, आप safe हो, आप protected हो, आप जैसा खाना खाते हो आपको वैसा ही खाना मिल रहा है. But the moment you leave your comfort zone and you move out, you get to see what exactly the other community is doing, and hence it is a learning. Because वो सब चीजें बिना जाए आप नहीं देख सकते हो, आप सिर्फ books में पढ़ सकते हो, which is limited knowledge. So if a student, if somebody from Jammu and Kashmir is visiting Kanyakumari, he will see a whole lot of difference in the way people speak, people dress, people eat, and people behave. Isn't it? And seeing India's latitudes and longitudes, we are quite wide both ways. Hence, travel is something which becomes a very important form of education. It's not just for pleasure, it also teaches us a lot of things. So this was just my rough gist on travel. जो भी random thoughts मेरे को अभी आ रहे थे, मैंने आप लोगों के साथ share किए हैं. डेफिनेटली जब आप लोग लिखोगे तो थोड़ा स्ट्रक्चर ज्यादा होना चाहिए, थोड़ा ऑर्डर ज्यादा होना चाहिए. ओके आकाश, प्लीज डू. Sneha, you can ask these questions on the frequently asked questions tab on the BOS portal. Okay, Sakshi, good point. Good point, Prem. Yes, you have to write the answer here. About ink of the pen, you can please check with the people in the office. Black or blue, many people are getting confused. In the queries tab, you can ask all these questions. Okay, those of you who are writing on travel, please continue to do so. In the meantime, I will also discuss some pointers for the second topic. Okay, Tanvi has written something. Fine. So life has become fast paced. You can see things are getting, distances are being shortened with the help of the World Wide Web. We are now able to send a message within microseconds. We send an email and the next second it reaches the receiver. So definitely mankind's dependency on the web and search engines is increasing. Students have started using all these search engines for their respective study and project material. However, I feel, so it can be first person, however you feel, however, it appears that life is becoming a little too dependent on electronic gadgets. If we sometimes do not find our phone, we get so restless as if we have lost a part of our body. That shows the extreme dependency of human nature on the impact of technology. Hence, it is suggested that everything should have its own limited usage. Anything which happens in extreme is not good for any person's growth. As a result, the usage of screen, the usage of electronic devices should be given a limited number of hours for every specific age group, specifically students. Students fail to be creative when it comes to thinking because they are only dependent on the internet from where they are resourcing or from where they are sourcing all their answers. As a result, the mental faculties, the cognitive faculties stop working, and hence we see a retarded growth in the child. He is completely dependent on certain search engines, which are only meant to mislead you sometimes. Also, a complete dependency on electronic gadgets does not allow the mind to open up because we are not open to criticism, we are not open to discussion, we are not open to changes. Everything starts becoming rigid and it also affects the personality or the character of a human being. Okay? Clear? So this is like, one such thought on which you can build your article. There are many other ideas. It's not that कि जो मैंने लिखा है आपको भी वही लिखना है. There are many other ideas. You just have to build on them. That's what I'm saying. The idea is कि आप उस टॉपिक को कैसे ऐसे बिल्ड करते हो कि सबको अच्छा लगे कि जो आपने लिखा है it's actually making sense. Okay, fine. Okay, please write your stuff. I'm waiting for some really good answers coming. Think before you write. There is no hurry. I'm seeing your queries only. सब क्या पूछ रहे हैं? Okay, Jia has already written. I'm seeing Prem. I'm seeing the transformation journey. Okay, Akash. Yes, Vaidehi, what's your question? Jia, your topic, your writing is good. The last line you say children are becoming creative. So if they are becoming creative, which means the dependency on gadgets is not much. आपने लिखा है children can play outdoors, children are becoming creative. Please note the change of tenses. कभी आप present tense लिख रहे हो, कभी आप present continuous लिख रहे हो. थोड़ा meaning different हो जाता है. So just check on your tenses. Okay, Vaidehi, good hai. It's decent. You can also talk about how during COVID times we just did not travel, 2 years of complete restriction, and hence there was a term which was like revenge travel. People started traveling because they could not travel for 2 years, so they just started spending money and going to different places. So there was this term which was introduced in the newspapers called revenge travel. Okay, Harshita, well answered. Vaidehi, that's not a very specific question. You may take 3 minutes, the others may take 5 minutes. At the end of the day, question paper पूरा finish करना है. आप किस question में कितना minutes ले रहे हो, that is not for me to decide. That is for you to decide. Yes, Akash, I've seen your title, but share your answer also. Good, well written, Om. Khushi, correct or not correct? So I don't know, but there is always a scope for improvement. Good, Uzair, Nazir, good. Well written, Nazir, sorry. Okay, Mansi has written a very good point in the end. She says traveling helps us to forget all our problems, issues, frustrations, and stress go away. Good. Kanchi, any more points you can add? Swapnali, I'm reading yours only. Life without gadgets in the present day life. Our life is make very fastest. Isn't that wrong English, please? So it's not we all dependent. We are all dependent on electronic gadgets. Okay, Swapnali, I think you can improve your grammar errors. Otherwise, your thoughts are correct. Points अच्छे लिखे हैं, but please improve your grammar. The grammar is going wrong at many places. Okay, Chanchal, good written. I like your answer. Okay, Manisha, well written. Good, Saloni. Okay. Till now, whoever has written, I think, has written really good. I have one more answer. I think Shazia has written. I'll just read Shazia's and then I'll move on because we are almost towards the end of the class. Shazia, have you written it on your own or you've used any AI tool? Yes, Palak, I'll read yours also if I have got it. I must have missed it, Palak. Okay. Okay, Palak, fine. Okay, so many of you have written pretty decently. I'm happy. Just work on your grammar skills. It's difficult for me to read all the articles, but what I am seeing more or less, everybody has done a decent job. Okay. Now, these are some more practice topics, which of course you don't have to do them today. I'll just discuss each topic quickly. I'll share one or two points, and then that will be probably the end of the discussion on article writing. Okay. Okay, Shazia, very good if you tried it on your own. So the impact of social media on human behavior, you can talk about Facebooks, Twitters, LinkedIn's, you can talk about Instagrams, all these are in social medias. How does one get tempted to post things on social media? You always try to appear happy on social media. You always want to post pictures on social media. So what is the kind of impact which is happening on human behavior? Because you are constantly on track. You are constantly in picture. Everything that happens with you, you want to post and let the people know. So is that making privacy hindered? Is that creating a all public figure for yourself? is that removing all the privacy and personal matters from your life, because everything is just an open book in your case. Also, people get conscious about their image, about their dressing, about their lines, because you feel you will be on social media. So is it making life more artificial and more superficial? People are not being themselves. That's the first topic. Okay. How important are marks in a student's life? So you can say we always study in school and we always aspire to get good marks. We always look forward when we get 100 on 100. But it's not just the marks which we study for. We study to gain knowledge. We study to get wisdom. At the end of the day, marks are just a way of assessing our performance. Although marks are important because they tell us where do we stand in our class, in our grade, in our school. They help us realize the competition. But one should not get disheartened because there is always another way of improving ourselves. So some people say 10th board marks, we don't need. Some people say 12th board marks, we don't need. Now that you have CUET, so I don't think so 12th marks will be considered. You can take up such examples. You can include these in your answers. Okay. Bitcoin, a good way of making money. So Bitcoin is very similar to the cryptocurrency. It is a cryptocurrency. You can name other cryptocurrencies and you can say, what is cryptocurrency? What is Bitcoin? How does it work? This topic will require a lot of research. ऐसा topic आप खुद से नहीं लिख सकते unless that आपने उसके बारे में पढ़ा हुआ है तो very very good. But अगर आपको नहीं पता है वो topic तो आपको थोड़ा रिसर्च करना पड़ेगा because it's a technical topic. Educational trends, ठीक है स्नेहा, don't worry. Shazia, it's preferred that you use the title given in the question. Okay. Then comes the fourth one, which is educational trends in our country. Now, we recently had the new education policy being implemented. We have the National Curriculum Framework, which is NCF. Most of the schools in India follow the CBSE pattern. There are some IGCSE schools also, but CBSE is a standard board. So talk about the educational trends. What are the kind of teachings you get? How do you think there can be an improvement? Do you want pedagogy to become more practical? Do you want more experiment-based studies? Do you want more visits to historical places to study history? So how was education 10 years down the line as opposed to education today? You can talk about online classes. You can talk about notes being made in the form of presentations, how students have become more tech savvy because they can share screen, they are on meetings. You can have late night Google Meets to discuss your art integration projects. So these are the changing educational trends, and hence education has become easy because it's everywhere available. You don't have to rely only on those big libraries which were 25 kilometers far from my house and I had to seek help to go there. Everything is available on the internet, the resources, the kind of information, journals, links. So the trends are moving towards a faster means of getting educated. Last of all, the hype created around Avengers. Now, those of you who are Marvel fans would realize, why do I need to make a larger than life movie? Why are movies like movies which are the Avengers series creating an impact on the audience? Why do I always see these heroes in a perfect situation? They are emotionless and they are the best. I see Captain America, I see Iron Man. They are, the best human beings which anybody could have made. And it's all just a hype. So you can say something against the topic also. You can say that, no, I don't feel there is a hype. Or you can say there is a hype. This is a very light-hearted topic I've given you just for my personal interest, that let me see how well you write, because in sometimes when I give you a choice, I see most of the students of your age choosing number 5. So I just thought I'll give you a light topic just for you to attempt some writing. Okay. So that was it from my side. Yes, Prem is a Marvel fan. स्नेहा, थोड़े चांसेस कम है बिकॉज एग्जाम में रिसर्च करने का टाइम नहीं होगा एंड बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी हैं जो आपको पता भी नहीं होंगी उस टॉपिक के बारे में. सो जनरली जो टॉपिक्स आएंगे वो बहुत स्टैंडर्ड आएंगे, जिनके बारे में यू आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी अवेयर अबाउट देम, जिनके बारे में यू शुड बी हैविंग सम नॉलेज. अगर ऐसा कोई टॉपिक आता है जिसके बारे में आपको कोई भी क्लू नहीं है, तो उसको थोड़ा जनरल फॉर्म में करके लिखिए, बट डोंट लीव द क्वेश्चन अनअटेम्प्टेड. ठीक है? Yes, yes, Harshita. Gurukul can be a good thing. Thank you so much, Manisha. It's so good, when you have an interactive class, though I'm not able to hear you all, but I can still read your comments. I feel that the interaction should be both ways. So if I see you writing doubts, if I see you attempting, I feel I am in a class and I'm actually listening to your problems. So it was good. It's okay, Akash. That's also acceptable. Well attempted, Ruhani. Okay, Gautam has written something. Okay, Gautam, your conclusion is really good. By the end, we can conclude that changes in passes of time, the dependency and the need of human beings are changing. Very good. That's a strong conclusion. Sadab has written, therefore, if the electronic devices will be ruined from today's life, ruined from, yeah, removed from, we will become disabled to continue a normal life. We will cope up. Okay. थोड़ा सा सादब इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज को इम्प्रूव करो. जो आपने लिखा है ना मंथ बाय मंथ, सो यू शुड बी राइटिंग ग्रेजुअली इंस्टेड ऑफ मंथ बाय मंथ. ठीक है? It's okay, Harshita. Bitcoin is just about a cryptocurrency. You can read about it. My intent is just to, let you know that this is a variety which is possible for article writing. भावना, आई टोल्ड यू हैव अ लुक एट द एमटीपीज. इफ यू ओपन इट तो शायद आप प्रैक्टिस भी कर लोगे, शायद आपको इस क्वेश्चन से ज्यादा इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी. थैंक यू सो मच स्वप्नाली. Great. So those of you who are sounding, okay, Akash, great, you watched it. Those of you who are sounding confident after the exams, after the sessions, I'm really glad for that. I really wish I have been able to deliver to the level that all your doubts are getting cleared. I'm happy that some concepts are clear. I'm happy that you are in a state that you are confident enough to attempt the BCR paper. Still, if there are any doubts, you can obviously put them in the query section. Please remember, the BCR paper is a very general paper. There are no restrictions on the kinds of topics which will be given for Pressy, for note making, for reading comprehension, and even for article writing. So don't keep any limits. Be open to ideas, be open to reading. Just that follow certain formats given in your text. Please follow the rules. Every topic needs a different kind of an approach, whether it's a note-making topic or a Pressy topic, or answering the questions from a reading comprehension, or it's a report writing topic. Report writing is very different from article writing, where you write the date, where you write the city, all that happens in a newspaper report. आर्टिकल में क्या है, आप टाइटल लिखते हो और आप अपना स्टोरी लिखना शुरू कर देते हो. ओके, सो प्लीज बी वेरी श्योर यू आर अवेयर अबाउट ऑल दिस. It's an interesting subject. The more you spend time, the more you will understand and you will enjoy. So all the very best for all of you, to all of you, for your upcoming exams, for your upcoming studies. I will be there for all the queries you share. I will get the queries and I will try my best to resolve them. The PPTs will be uploaded. Those of you who joined late or for some reason could not watch the lectures can please revisit the lectures and listen to them. The questions, I would appreciate if you practice as a self-practice. The list of topics can be practiced. Okay, thank you so much, Janvi. Thanks, Shravani. Thank you all for wonderful feedback. Thanks, Jia. Thanks, Om. And Thanks, Vedehi. Thanks, Anjali. And thanks, Harshita. Okay. All of you, thanks a lot for the kind words. Thanks a lot for the encouraging words. I hope you all attempt the BCR paper very well and you get a full score. All the very best. Be patient, be attentive in all the classes, and please keep seeing your study material. Thank you so much, guys. Have a nice day.